Good morning and welcome. My name is Master Batiste. I am the Chief Instructor of the WCRB Yang Tai Chi Studios in Gloucester, Virginia. And today we're going to be taking a look at how to do Tai Chi from a chair. Okay, now before we start, let's go ahead and warm the body up. You don't need to warm the body up, but I like to have the muscles nice and supple, nice and loose in order for you to be better able to perform the techniques. All right, so you're going to roll the neck around, big circles, and you're going to move slow. The idea is just to get some blood flow. And you're going to go in the other direction. And then now left and right, and then head tilts. Great. Let's go with the shoulders now. All right, and let's go in the other direction. And I'm actually pinching my shoulder blades together as I get a big rotation of the shoulders. Okay, so now you're going to use your arm, and throughout the video, I'm going to be using either my right or left, and you can either stay with me or and use the same arm, or you can just go ahead and change. It really doesn't matter. Okay, going forward. Now from the elbow, I'm just going to do a big circle. And we're going to go in the other direction, just a couple of times, 3 or 4. Now the wrist. Okay, now let's go with the other arm. And go forward. Okay, keep the elbow slightly in front of you as you big circle. Now let's go the other direction. The wrist. Okay, now let's interlock the fingers and just roll the wrist. Try to get full range here. Loosen up the joints. All right, so now what I'm going to do is lean forward a bit, and I'm going to rotate my shoulders in a backward movement. And this is especially important if you've just gotten out of the bed. Body's stiff, and you want to just get your muscles alive in a way. Now you're going to engage with your spine. Now gently let your hands float to the left and right. Notice how I engage the move with my body. All right, now bring the hands over the head, and you're like a willow tree swaying in the wind. Now let's go low. Okay, now from here, just take your hand and allow it to swing over your head and get a nice tilt, stretch out your side. Let's go with the other hand and get a nice tilt. Very good. Now isolate the waist and go the other direction. Okay, now let's do some deep breathing. So clap your fingers together. Now inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Good job. Exhale. Now the fingers are going to be together. I want you to swivel to your right or left. Really doesn't matter. Pretend you're holding on to a bow. Draw the string elbow high. Pull, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's move back to the center. Lock the waist in. Swivel. Hold on to the bow. Elbow high. Pull, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Now we're about to begin. Now I recommend that when you're doing seated exercise, you get a stool or a chair with a rather small back, because some of the moves you're going to want to bring your elbow back. So the properties of Tai Chi. One, you're going to have fluid, relaxed movements and suppleness in your arms and shoulders, chest, and back. Now what that does is it releases tension, and tension is a component of stress, and stress is a silent killer. So you want to, when we're doing these actions, we're releasing tension and stress from the muscles. Also, when we're doing these actions, we're increasing blood flow and circulations in the chest and the back. And here's a little noteworthy note of interest. When you have a bird, either a turkey or a chicken, normally you have white meat and dark meat. Well, the dark meat in a chicken or a turkey is because that's the muscles that they use to walk with. And that walking increases the blood flow, and blood flow increases circulation. Because they're non-flying birds, they don't fly, there's little or no blood flow in the chest. And blood carries oxygen, and oxygen is fuel for the body. Oxygen is to a body what gasoline is to a car. So all of these circular movements are designed to activate these muscles and increase blood flow. Again, keep the muscles, keep the arms loose and supple, and go for the range, increasing your back, include your chest, shoulders, glutes, and your latissimus dorsi, which is the large muscles on the side of the arms. Okay, now as far as breathing is concerned, in Tai Chi we use deep breathing, typically to the count of 4 on the inhale, and then 5 on the exhale. And the deep breathing decreases hypertension, and it increases, again, blood flow and oxygen to the brain, which brings on greater mental acuity and sharpness. And finally, you have the meditative part of Tai Chi. And the kind of meditation that we use is called mindfulness. And mindfulness is paying attention to things that are happening at the moment or in the moment, without judgment or interpretation. So as I'm raising and lowering my hands, I'm noticing the flexation of the wrist, the curl of the skin, the rolling motion. I'm noticing the contact with the airflow and the chill coming from the vent in the fan. I'm noticing all of these things. I'm noticing the sudden weight on my shoulder as I lift the arm. I'm noticing the feeling of descent when I'm dropping it. All of these things. That's mindfulness. Okay, so let's get started. The first move in the Yang Tai Chi 1 to 24 is called Tai Chi. And it's done simply by raising the hands and then bending at the waist. But let's go ahead and improve upon that just a little bit. A little coordination drill. So I want you to drop your arms to the side, and you're going to take one arm and you're going to raise it from the shoulders. Use mindfulness to feel the weight of the arm. You're going to drop it, let it float through the air. Now notice how the wrist will flex naturally. Raising it. And when you raise it, try not to exceed the shoulder height. And when you lower it, don't go behind you. Now let's include the deep breathing. So you're going to breathe in. You're going to exhale, breathing in through the nose. Breathe in and expand the belly. And you're going to exhale. One more time. You're going to breathe in, expanding the belly. And you're going to exhale. Okay, so now let's go with the other hand. I'll be using my left. You'll probably be using your right. So bring the hand up from the shoulder. Exhale. exhaling down, and bring your arm toward the camera. So you're not going to want to bring it straight up in an angle like this. Just kind of float it out and then down. Breathe in as you do so, and then exhale down. And then breathe in. Good job, and exhale. Very good. Now the coordination drill, we're going to have an equal opposite exchange. So when my one arm is down, the other arm will be up. And then I'm just going to switch. And then I'm going to do it again. And once I'm comfortable with the motion, I'm just going to let the movements flow. And at this point, I'm concentrating on mindfulness and deep breathing. Inhale into the count of 4. Exhale into the count of 5. Fully expand the belly, oxygenating the entire upper body. And we're getting blood flow now through the shoulders, the back, and the chest. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to actually do the move of Tai Chi. It's a simple move. All you're going to do is rest your hands at your side and move both hands up at the same time. Then you're going to let them float down. And you want complete relaxation. You're lifting from the shoulders, not from the wrist. That's why the wrist can flex naturally. Lift from the shoulders, inhaling, exhaling down. Lift from the shoulders, inhaling, exhaling down. And you really want to pay attention to mindfulness at this moment. Notice how the mechanics of the movement. One more time, inhale. Now the next move in the 1:20 to 24 pattern is spreading the horse's mane. Now before we actually get into spreading the horse's mane, let's do a coordination exercise. So what we're going to do is I'm going to place my right hand on an imaginary wheel of a car. You may put either your right hand up or your left. And I'm going to steer the car. Because it's my right hand, I'm steering it to the right. If you're using your left hand to stay with me, you'll be steering the car to the left. Now notice the circumference of the circle is a rather large circle. And that largeness allows my fingers and my wrist to engage in the movement. Totally relaxing. I'm inhaling on the up movement, exhaling on the down, inhaling, and now exhaling, and now I'm going to relax. And now I'm going to do the same thing with my opposite hand. This is my left, maybe your right, but I want to steer the car. I'm steering the car to my left. Notice that I'm keeping my hand in front of me. I'm not allowing my hand to go behind me or either match the side of me. Notice that my wrist will flex. Notice the gracefulness, the fluidity of the move. A few more times. Begin to inhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and relax. Now the coordination comes when you do them both at the same time. Now, for the breathing, you're going to want to choose one of the hands so that you can breathe on the upward motion and exhale on the downward motion. Try not to engage in both of them because you confuse yourself, but choose one of them. For the mindfulness, pay attention to the mechanics of the movement without judgment or interpretation. So I'm going to start with my right hand up, my left hand down. I'm going to circle, and then I'm going to begin to bring the hands up. So you want to have them in opposite positions at the same time. So I have it up with my left hand now, and down with my right. Now, as I do the motion again, I have an equal opposite exchange again. My right hand is up, my left hand is down, and I continue to do that. Now, once I start the movement, both arms will continue to move. So I'm not going to have a situation where one arm stops and then I try to catch up. And a lot of people will sometimes begin to kind of do a stroking motion like you're in a swimming pool. So you don't want to do that either. Make sure that you're doing complete circles. One hand, other hand, equal opposite motions. Once you can do that, begin your breathing. Choose a hand. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Widen the circle for greater effect of the mindfulness. Shorten the circle. Widen the circle. Shorten the circle. Widen the circle. Shorten the circle. And relax. Okay, now that technique is called cloud hands. And it's a technique that you do further along in the pattern. I think it's move number 7 or 8. I'm not really sure at this moment. Okay, so let's take a look at parting the horse's mane. In order to begin, you start by pretending to hold a large beach ball. So you're going to have the top of the beach ball and the lower part of the beach ball. Your palms are going to be facing each other. Okay? So then you're going to take your upper hand and you're going to lower it to your side, palm down, as if you're palming the floor. Then you're going to take your other hand and you're just going to bring it up in a semicircular motion. That's a semicircle here. And you're looking like you're reading a menu on the completion of the move. Try not to let your arm exceed your side of the body. So the arm is going to rest just inside the side of the body. Okay, now to go to the next move, you bring your upper hand in, bring the lower hand in also so that the palms are facing each other. And then you drop the upper hand and you use a semicircle with the lower hand. Keep the elbow in, keep the hand against the body or the arm against the body, and you're going to look like this. Okay? So we're going to set up and upper hand down, lower hand up. So the upper hand will naturally go to the upper part of the body, the lower hand, palm up, and you repeat the movement. And you want to do the moves at the same time. When you're getting used to it, it's okay to bring one hand down and then the other hand up. That's fine when you're beginning to learn the movement. Isolate the moves so you can have a complete understanding of what's going on. And then you drop one hand both hands in unison. One hand goes down, your other hand goes up. Then you're going to prepare, working both hands in unison. One hand goes down, the other hand goes up. Let's do another 1 or 2 times. You're going to prepare, holding the beach ball. One hand is going to go down, the other hand is going to go up. Okay, one more time. You're going to prepare. One hand goes down, the other hand goes up. Now let's do 5 or 6 with a little rhythm in breathing. So breathe in, exhale. That's 1. Breathe in, exhale. That's 2. Make sure you're breathing to the count of 4, inhaling, exhaling to the count of 5. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Very, very good. Now, let's get the full effect. So to get the full effect, what we're going to do is try to rotate just a bit towards your upper arm. So if my right arm is up, I'm going to rotate to the right. If my left arm is up, I'm going to rotate to the left. My left arm is up. Maybe you're right at this time. So you're going to rotate a little bit. And now, as you swivel back, you're going to complete the move. Again, upper hand goes up. My right hand is up. So I'm going to shift to the right a little bit. And as I rotate back, I drop my right hand and bring my left hand in. Okay. This time I'm going to engage with breathing. I'm going to breathe in as I rotate. I'm going to exhale as my body uncoils. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to exhale as my body uncoils. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to exhale as my body uncoils. So now I'm ready to actually do the movement full-fledged with mindfulness, breathing, and relaxed movement. Ready? Stay with me now. In and out, and 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 inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. Very, very good. Now for the last part of this session, let's go ahead and put the moves together. I want you to sit up straight. I want you to take a couple of starter breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale down. And relax into it. The first move is Tai Chi. So I want you to, before we start, let's take a big, big breath. I want you to drop your hands, palms out. I want you to inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. Okay, first move is Tai Chi. We're going to do 3 Tai Chi and then 3 of the parting of the horse's mane. Drop your hands to the side. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, a circle with your hands. Left hand on top. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3,